Hey guys, I am back this week with another Tea Time Talk. This week I'm talking about my 3 favorite topics: family, friends, and fandoms. So grab a cup of tea and settle in because this could be a while. I could talk about these 3 things all day. I love alliteration. So the fact that I can make my 3 favorite topics into an alliteration is amazing. No, for real though, I think one of the reasons why I love Bucky and Sebastian so much, their names are alliterations. Bucky Barnes, Sebastian Stan. Now, I know that Bucky's real name is James, but nobody calls him that. And Rhodey's real name is James too, so fun fact. Also, just like pause, because I'm about to show you my short. Okay, but Bucky Barnes though is literally most of my mottos. I say this all the time. We're kind of already off topic, aren't we? But we're really not, because my family and my friends expect this of me. Like I've said, every conversation leads back to a fandom, and most conversations lead back to Bucky Barnes. My dear sister-in-law once said, everything is connected to Bucky. And then, like, right after she said that, a commercial on the TV was playing a song that's on a Bucky video on YouTube that I really like, and I pointed it out, and she goes, see? She's very sweet. Now, I come from a very large family. I also married a wonderful man who comes from a large family as well. Growing up, there were not a lot of people around me that weren't related to me somehow. Same for him. In fact, people joke that we found the one person that we could date, and he did date 2 of my cousins, and I went on a date with one of his as well. So our brothers knew each other when we were little. They would say stuff about how when we were older they should set us up. So it's kind of hilarious how we were so close to each other, but we didn't really meet each other until high school. So we are both the youngest, and all of our living siblings are married. So we have a pretty big family. And now I have to say living because I have a brother who passed away when we were little. Today is actually his birthday. Cinco de Mayo is his birthday. He would have been 28 today. So, happy birthday, big brother. I love you and miss you every day. He's my favorite brother. I can say this and not get in trouble because he's everybody's favorite. Everybody's favorite. He was an angel child and just the sweetest soul you would ever meet. So because we have a large family, I have this thing in my brain, and it's probably not going to make sense to anybody else, but I call all the siblings on my side brothers and sisters, like my siblings and their spouses. I call them brother and sister. And everybody on his side I call in-laws. And I know that doesn't make sense, but whatever. And if you ever hear me say the term in this video or future videos, blood brother or blood sister, I mean they're literally my biological siblings. I know that's not the actual definition of the saying, but my brain is all sorts of screwed up, and it makes sense to me, so I say it. I have 2 blood sisters and 3 blood brothers, one of which is the angel child. I could honestly talk about them all day. I love my siblings so much. My in-laws too. They're some of my favorite people on this planet. So I'm the youngest, and I love being the youngest. I really do. Sometimes I wish my siblings would realize that I am an adult now too, but sometimes I'm just like, it doesn't bother me as much. They take the big sibling role on so often that it actually makes my life a lot easier. So I really like it. And being the youngest by 10 years, because my dear sweet brother that passed away was only 4 years older than me. But between me and my next living sibling, my sister, is 10 years. So I'm the youngest by 10 years, and I think that's really unique. I don't know a whole lot of people that are in the same boat as me. I think I know like one. And I think that's pretty unique. Like, growing up, I didn't really have to fight with my brothers and sisters over things that siblings normally fight about, like toys or clothes. The TV, we did fight over the TV, because what siblings don't fight over the TV? What family doesn't argue over the TV, I guess? But since I was the youngest by so many years, I've never actually had a fight with my eldest sister. Yes, I did just say eldest. I say eldest. Her daughter doesn't like that I say eldest, but I say eldest. And my other sister would oftentimes make me her life-size Barbie doll. She still does this, actually, honestly. She sells makeup, and so she is always trying at like these parties, and just whenever I'm over there, she's always trying to get me to let her put makeup on my face and to just play with my face, basically, like she did when I was little. And I let her. I do. I let her play with my face. She's really good at it. My brothers, except for the angel child, and this is why he's my favorite, would always torment me. I can literally, like, place each of my fears on my brothers. No joke. Like, okay, heights. I am terrified of heights. And my brothers, being 12 and 13-ish years older than me, would often pick me up and stick me in the top cupboards in the kitchen when I was small enough to fit in there. And I'm pretty sure that this is why I'm terrified of heights. I don't know, it's just a good guess that that might be why I'm terrified of heights. Yet, my brothers are some of the few people that can get me through my fears. For example, one summer, my youth group was going on a hiking trip, and they were planning on going up this rock path that was really steep and really high up in the air. And I said flat out, there is no way I am doing this. And my eldest brother had hiked it before, and he's like, it's really not that bad. You can do it. And I said, unless you are there with me, I am not hiking that trail. There is no force on this earth that could get me to go up those rocks. Yeah, he went as a chaperone, and I had to climb 5 miles up into the air. I did it, though. Was I terrified? Yes, I was so terrified. I was shaking the whole way up, the whole way down. But I did it because I trust my brother with my life. I do. I knew that if I started slipping, he would catch me. I trust them with my life, even though they torment me so. Brothers, right? What is it with brothers and their little sisters? Why do they have to torment me so much? Whatever, I love them anyway. So my siblings' spouses. I call them my brothers and sisters. Let me explain a bit. Even though I feel like I've known these guys and gals for just as long as I've known my siblings. Like, I know I haven't. There are memories that I have without them growing up. But not a lot. Though it's weird though, because my eldest brother got married just a few months before I did. But I always forget that because it feels like I've known his sweet wife for way longer than I actually have. Like, when I met her, I just felt so calm, which is not something I ever feel when meeting a new person. I was so calm and so relaxed, and it just felt like she was already a part of my life, which I never ever feel that way when meeting a new person. I am never calm, I'm never relaxed, I don't meet new people very well. But with her, like a day after knowing her, I was scooting over on the couch because I wanted her to come sit by me because I wanted to talk to her. She just felt so natural. Like you meet those people and you know that they're supposed to be a part of your life. You know that they're supposed to be a part of your family. Like they just feel like they fit. I felt that with her, and I've never felt that with anybody. So yeah, but my eldest sister got married when I was like 6-ish. So her husband has been there for most of my life, which is great because I love him. But literally everybody else has been there for over a decade, except for my other sister, which I just told you about, which is weird because I feel like I've known her just as long as I've known the others, but I haven't. So it's weird. And so that's why I call them my brothers and sisters, because they have been around for so long, and I love them so much, and I just can't call them brother-in-law, sister-in-law. They're my brothers and sisters. They're married to my blood brothers and blood sisters. They are my brothers and sisters. My in-laws are amazing. How many people do you know can say that and actually mean it? Like, I love my in-laws. My husband has the sweetest family ever. Since I've met them in high school, I have never not felt accepted. They are just so amazing. I love them so much. Like, his mom is so calm. He doesn't have any blood sisters. No, he doesn't have a single sister. He just has the wives of his 5 brothers. So I call them his sisters because they're the only sisters he had until he married me, and then he got my sisters. I feel like that bonds us girls a little bit more because we all married into this family that we love so much. And it's just, we're so close as a family, which is super fun. Every time we're with them, they always want to talk. We always just sit and talk, and then we play games, and we just have the greatest time whenever we're over there. And I love them so much. They've never made me feel like I don't fit in, like I don't belong. They've just always accepted me, and not a lot of people can say that about their in-laws. I am extremely lucky. Like, I know how lucky I am. My in-laws are amazing. Amazing. His parents are fantastic. I don't know how his mom raised 6 boys and is still as calm as she is. Bird. There's another bird. I don't know how she's that calm, but she's amazing. I adore her. These are some of my favorite people on this planet. I think they're some of the best people on this planet. I may be incredibly biased because they are my family, in-laws, and my actual family. I think they're some of the most amazing people on this planet. That's super biased. I'm for sure it's super biased, but I also feel like it's pretty accurate. Like, if you met them, you'd know. They're pretty awesome. So, my friends. I don't have a lot of friends. That's alright. I'm more of a quality over quantity type of gal. But what really makes a friend, honestly? Is it weird that I have, like, these levels of friendship, kind of like my tiers of fandoms? Because, like, there's these people that I like and I call my friends, that if I were standing next to them or near them, I could easily converse with them. I wouldn't have any issue with that, and I do genuinely like their company, but I don't seek them out. I don't seek them out. And then there's the other level where it's like friends that I used to be close with at one point or another, but I don't really talk to anymore because that happens in life, which is so sad, I think. But if I were to see them, I would be so happy for it, and I do sometimes seek them out to talk for a little bit. but not often. And then I have another layer where it's people that I do seek out, I do still stay in contact with, and I do see quite regularly. And then, yeah, I feel like this cake should have a topper on it though, because I have like these 3 friends that I talk to basically almost every single day. I think about them every day. Like, these 3 people influence my life on a daily basis. And one of them is my parabatai. So my parabatai, Kelsey, she's awesome. She's known me the longest out of the 3 by far. She knows me the best by far. There's only one other person in this world that knows me as well as she does, and that is my husband. We are 2 sides of the same coin. Not identical, but pretty darn close. Literally the definition of the word parabatai. Like, if we were in the Shadowhunter world, people would see us and be like, oh, those 2 are parabatai. They'd see it for like a second, and then they would know. Like, we are parabatai. It's there. Finding that word. And then I've got my own personal Hermione. You know, for real, I call her Hermione, which is what Crumb calls Hermione in the books. Like, she is the one that knows everything. She's so smart. She has so many books. So many books. Oh goodness. I call her Penny. Her name is Lauren. Not Lauren. Lauren. And she's amazing. She's the one that keeps telling me about shows to watch and books to read. She fuels my geekiness. And we've known each other for like ever, and a day, and a half, and a year, and like ever. And then you have the weirdest friendship you will probably ever see with me and Ashley. I met her because of my dear husband. He met her and then told me all about her. He was like, she is so fun. You should, like, she reminds me so much of you. She's so fun. She's so awesome. She's so nerdy. And then he was like, you have to meet her. You would be friends, no doubt. Like, she reminds me so much of you. And so I did meet her, and we are friends, and we disagree on so many things. Like, disagree on so many things. This is why it's probably the weirdest friendship you'll ever meet, because we either see eye to eye perfectly, like, we wholly 100% agree, like, there is not a single part that we don't agree on, or complete 180, we can't see eye to eye on any part of it, and we just disagree, and we never will agree on any part of it ever. It's kind of hilarious. We have rules that keep us friends, like agree to disagree. When we start arguing, one of us will say agree to disagree, and then we literally just drop it and move on. But she lives the furthest away from me, and that is a very unique type of friendship that I cherish very, very much. These 3 girls are my closest friends. I feel bad kind of saying that, because in the next level I have people that have known me longer. I have some that are literally family, like my dear sweet cousin who's watching this video. Love you, I really, really do. But it's different. It's different. I can't describe it. I have a bond with these 3 girls that I can't describe. It's just like a different level of friendship. And so while I love all of my friends, there's just a bond between us 3 girls. Well, between me and them. Some of them don't know each other. But I don't know if they feel the same way. But I don't know if all of them feel like I do. But there's a bond between me and them that I just can't describe. I can't describe it. If I tried, I'd probably combust. They are my closest allies. The ones who know too much. My husband is in like an entirely different world. I can't put him in the same box as my friends or my family. He's like in this whole other world. He's my husband. We love each other and are each other's closest confidants, sometimes literally and figuratively. I've known the guy for 9 years. We've